Good evening, Rakesh.
Yes, good evening.
I'm Sanmeet. I'm talking to you from Chandigarh.
Okay, I'm Rakesh
And
from Pune, Maharashtra.
okay, that's great. So, what do you do? Do you study, work? What do you do for work?
Yeah, actually I do job in
Okay.
one of the
What?
companies here in Pune. It's called
Right.
Reprographics India.
Repro,
Reprographics India.
repro graphics,
Yes,
repro,
Reprographics.
REP, REP,
RO. Yes.
REP. Okay, that's a strange name. So, what does it mean? Do you know any idea?
Actually, my company deals in jumbo plotters, in big printers.
Jum- Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
again, that's a
therefore
new
the
word you use.
company
You use a new
company's
word,
name is
jumbo,
unique. The
jumbo,
printers, so big printers.
jumbo printers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll remember that. Okay. Right. So what is your job role like?
Yeah, actually I do job. I know I work here as a technical executive.
Hmm. So you
Yes.
are in charge of.
Actually, whenever the problem comes related to
Hmm.
that products, so the
Hmm.
customer log that call in the company, and then
Okay.
company tell us that you have to solve that customer's problem.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So do you get to interact with these customers directly on the phone?
Yeah. Sometimes we try to solve that that problem, customer's problem or that product's problem over the phone by
Hmm.
using that
Hmm.
audio call, video call, or remote
Hmm.
desktop. If the problem is not getting solved, then we have to personally
Hmm.
visit at the customer side and we have to solve the customer's problem.
Okay, so that's nice that you get to
Yes.
interact with a lot of people. So you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
talking to them primarily in Marathi, or do you use English?
Actually, now Pune is also a metropolitan city.
Yes.
So therefore, in all that India's all parts people live here. So sometimes I have to speak with them in Marathi, Hindi, and
Okay,
English as well.
sometimes. Okay, so you need to use all three languages. That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
not most of the time I speak with them in Hindi and Marathi. The very
Hindi
only
and
few
Marathi.
people, the handful people, they speak in English. Whenever I go in
Hmm.
the any company or in any
Hmm.
government.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since you're in charge of solving problems, I think you must have become a very patient person owing to your job. Is that true?
Yes. It's
You
truth,
have
man.
to, yeah, you have to treat people with a lot of kindness even when they are acting difficult.
Yes. If they are angry, so we also can't get angry on them.
Yeah, you have to calm them down. So
Yeah.
that I think that's like a superpower. I mean, anybody who can do that repeatedly and get good
Yes.
at it, it becomes a superpower for you to
Yes.
calm
And we
people
have to
down.
make them understand that your problem will be solved
Yeah,
soon. So please
yeah,
help me and
yeah,
that all things. We have to make them
right.
understand.
Yeah, so nice. Your job is actually responsible for making you a better person every day. So that's a good
Yes.
thing. Hmm. Right. So, Rakesh, should we move on to the session topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And before we start, I just wanted to ask you quickly, since we're talking for the first time, what are you specifically looking to improve through Clapingo? What made you join Clapingo? Are you practicing for any situation or generally?
Actually, I have to get a command over this language.
Hmm.
Yeah.
For
So I
any for a particular role?
actually I lag behind in particular that in area like that I have to use good words, vocabulary, that
Hmm.
phrasal verbs and idioms. I want to speak effective English. So therefore I have joined this
Hmm.
Clapingo.
Okay. Yeah. Because when you started talking to me, I felt like, wow, your fluency is really good. So I
Thank you,
got a
ma'am.
little curious, as in, what need are you trying to fulfill? So if you're trying to just improve your vocabulary and the way you present yourself in English, yeah, you joined the right platform. You will just improve from here because your foundation seems pretty good.
Yeah, actually I have to get a command over this language because I want to
Hmm.
be a public speaker as well.
Oh, okay. You do
Yes.
have the qualities for being a public speaker because your speech is clear. So
Okay, thank you,
yeah,
ma'am.
okay. I'll be happy to challenge you as much as possible. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
right. So today's session topic is conditional situations. There are about four scenarios. I'll give you those four scenarios, and using your imagination, you need to give me an answer. Like, what would you do if you were in that situation? So, according to the first scenario, if you became invisible for a day, how will you use that invisibility for your benefit or anybody else's benefit, or just generally?
Uh, if I will be invisible, then the
Hmm.
first thing I will do, I will, I'm so fond of that film industry. So the
Hmm.
first I will go to the Salman Khan home and I want to see that what
Okay.
exactly the Salman Khan does at early in the morning,
Okay.
at what time he wakes up. Right. I want to check, I want to see that. And then
Hmm.
I will move to the Narendra Modi's that cabinet where he does
Oh.
meetings, and I want to check that what type of what how they speak with people, because generally they speak with people in that
Hmm.
whenever they address people, they speak so
Hmm.
many things, they sing this thing that things, but in
Hmm.
that room what exactly they speak, I want to listen that.
Okay. So how are they interacting with people in the privacy of their place,
Yes.
of their home?
And also
Right.
sometimes they just tell to people that we are all doing these things for people welfare and that all things,
Hmm.
but in
Hmm.
that room what kind of stuff they speak.
Okay. So what is this particular room that you're talking about? Is this Narendra
That
Modi's?
conference room
Oh,
or that meeting
okay,
room,
okay. Where he has meetings with his cabinet, with all the
cabinet
other ministers in his cabinet. Okay.
ministers, yes.
Okay, right. So I'm pretty sure he's very commanding but respectful in those meetings. I would like to know what does he do in the privacy of his room where he's completely relaxed and he can speak whatever he wants to speak. Then I want to know what are the thoughts going through his head. Like
Yeah.
is he really all that broad-minded as he presumes to be,
Mm,
or not?
yes.
And yeah, I mean, I like your answer. I would like to. I mean, if you became invisible, I would ask you to find out if Salman Khan really is single or not.
And also I want to check that he looks very handsome on the
Hmm.
screen, but before that, if you see that in as usual in his real life how he looks, because he is a
Hmm.
56 or 55 years old.
Yeah.
So how he looks, I want to see that as well, because
Okay.
whenever we see, always we see him in that makeup.
Yeah. He's
And I
always
would like to
gentleman.
go that Dubai as well to check that
Okay.
what exactly the Dawood Ibrahim does he get
Hmm.
scared from that people,
Hmm.
because he has done so many crimes so far, that
Hmm.
extortion, killing, and that that so many
Hmm.
bombs put and that all things he has done.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
Indian government wants to catch him, right, grab
Hmm.
him. So
Hmm.
therefore does he has that scare, that I want to check that
I-
as well.
is he really as scary as people find him? Is that what you want to say?
Actually I'm saying that does he get scared, because at any moment that police can come and catch me, okay, grab me.
Okay, Dawood
Dawood
himself.
Ibrahim.
You want to check if he has any fear in him
Yeah.
of the Indian government or the Indian police.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, all right.
And how he runs his that crime, that
Oh, okay.
business. I want to check that as well.
How is his business setup? Illegal business setup all over
Illegal
India.
business, how he runs
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's valuable information. I would actually want to know all that information myself. Like so far, I think this is the most interesting answer I've heard from this question, because most people get really uncomfortable with this question that this is not going to happen. What do we say now? Right? But
Mm,
I like your answer because people say that if we are only going to be invisible for one day, how are we going to use it for personal benefit? But if you can get answers about important people, it gives you clarity, as in,
yes.
I mean, how difficult this world is to live in and how public figures or important people, how do they exploit their power or influence? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's valuable information.
Because he
Right.
can't roam here and there like us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
always he has that fear that
Okay.
at this moment the police can catch me. I will have to
Yeah.
save myself and such this kind
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. So he
Mm,
controls everything to the phone, and is he really happy? That's also something you want to check.
uh,
Hmm.
yes.
All right. Okay. So moving on, as per the second situation, you have reached a point in life where you have a lot of money. You have multiple sources of income. You are well taken care of. Your family and friends are well taken care of. How would you use that extra disposable income to benefit somebody else in your society or local community? What kind of people would you want to help? And in what way?
Actually, I will start one NGO for that,
Hmm.
and who they are needy, I will help
Hmm.
them.
Hmm.
First, I will check that how many needy people are there in my city, because
Hmm.
whenever I come, I belong from the Kolhapur city. Basically,
Hmm.
I'm from the Kolhapur, which also
Hmm.
comes on in the Maharashtra.
Hmm.
So I comes from the Kolhapur district. So first I will help
Hmm.
the all that Kolhapur's needy people, and then if
Hmm.
I have more money, then I will help the rest of the Maharashtra as well,
Hmm.
because this is
Okay.
my responsibility where I come from. First I fulfill those people's need,
Hmm.
and then rest of the
Okay.
people. Like just we do
Yeah.
that whenever we have to buy something. So first we buy for our family,
Yeah.
and then we help others. So like that,
Right. So you will want to start from your hometown, home city first,
home city first.
right? Okay, that sounds good, right? So moving on, as for the third situation, if if somebody told you that you can commit any crime you want, we will not hold you accountable for the consequences. If you could get
Okay.
away you with any crime, what would that be? If you could commit any crime and get away with it, what would it be?
Uh, if we talk about the crime, then first I will that slap to that those people who they have means first they have taken the loan from the banks, and they haven't
Hmm.
repaid that bank loan, like
Hmm.
that Malia
Hmm.
and some other people. So I will
Okay.
beat them.
Rich people, yeah. So
Rich
who've
people.
actually duped Indian government quite a bit?
Yeah.
Neerav Chaudhary and Vijay Mallya.
Yes, yes. Nirav Modi, yes. Nirav Modi,
Neerav
Vijay Mallya.
Modi, oh yeah,
Yeah, Nirav
yeah.
Modi, Vijay
So,
Mallya, and some other people are also there. But
okay,
it would be wrong to take their names on the Google or that in this platform, social media
okay,
platform.
right,
But I will beat them, and this will be
okay,
also crime. This will be
yeah,
also. Hmm.
definitely. Like they, as business owners, they overextended themselves, and they should get some punishment for,
Yeah.
yeah, for being so irresponsible.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So you will go and slap them, and what
Yes.
else would you
Not
do?
only slap, I will beat them.
Okay, you will want to beat them, right?
I will
Okay,
crash them.
but how will this make them realize that they made a mistake? How will they undo the consequences of this mistake?
After beating them, I will tell them why I have beaten to them.
Okay, right. So
Yeah.
that they can feel bad about it. Okay.
Yeah, and they will then think about that. Okay, we should not
Hmm.
touch this kind of things in near future or in
Hmm.
future.
Right. Okay. And moving on to the last situation, let's visualize that you have reached a point where you are a flawless communicator. You are a successful public speaker, right? Or let's say you have reached a point where you can speak continuously, you can present yourself well, and you have like acquired all the qualities you need to be a public speaker. How will your life change? How will your life be different? What will you start doing to utilize this skill?
Uh, Definitely. Those skills will definitely help me to
Hmm.
be a better person first, or
Hmm.
be a better human being.
Hmm.
And as I told you that I will, I'll be running at that time. If I will have money, then I will be running that NGOs as well.
Hmm.
So I will use that skill in that field as well, to how I can
Hmm.
use that skill, and by using that skill, how I can help the needy people.
Hmm.
And also I will start some that public speaking free courses for people. So if I have
Okay.
that skill, so I will share that skill with other people, they free of cost.
So you will use your public speaking skills to raise money and awareness for your NGO, and you will want to coach other people to speak well.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Both very useful things, right? Um, if we have 3 minutes left, Rakesh,
Okay.
I liked all of your answers. I like the fact that you can think quickly on the spot. Like most people, they get phased by questions. You were not taken aback. You were not surprised. You did not struggle. You just say what you want to say. So your fluency is in a good place. I did sense a few errors here and there. So maybe, and I can't even exactly call them errors. So For instance, when you said, I want to see if Dawood, how scared Dawood is, right? So that's not literally a mistake. It's just that the fear word would have been better. You would have like that word would have sounded better there, for lack of my my ability to explain. Yeah, so it's just word selection here and there, and I did sense a grammatical error one place. Again, probably because we were talking continuously, I did not note down that error, but it was a minor error. But then because we were talking continuously, these errors tend to happen sometimes.
Hmm.
But the best part of your performance was that you did not lose momentum. You got into the state of momentum quickly, and you did not struggle at any point. So you just need practice to be able to present yourself better. Your word selection will get better with practice as you discuss different topics,
Yes, ma'am.
because yeah, the basics are covered. And even the errors that you're making, I think, I'm sure theoretically you are aware of those errors. So I'm
Yes,
not
ma'am.
going to interrupt you to pinpoint those errors. We will just talk about different topics.
So while
And
speaking, we sometimes we make mistakes because if
yes,
we are in the flow.
yeah, that happens again because of because we don't talk in English as much.
Yes.
That's why we are theoretically aware, but when we are in action, we get a little awkward here and there,
Yes.
right? So that's
Because we
okay.
haven't spoken on such this kind of topic before.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
that is also there. So take the initiative to recommend topics of your own. If you have any interest in any particular topic, so let's say if you see a movie that you want to discuss, you read a piece of news that you have strong opinions about, then you can discuss.